Well, hello. I'm Paige with Skyhawk Living and Bennett Valley Hills Living magazines. I'm here today with Major Rio Ray from the Salvation Army Santa Rosa Corps. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning and good to see you.
Good to see you too, Rio. Well, I'm going to share my screen just for a second because I want everyone to have all of your contact information while we're talking here. Here we go. So tell me a little bit more about the Salvation Army and what services you guys offer here in Santa Rosa.
So the Salvation Army has been in Santa Rosa since 1889, and it has a wide variety of services that it offers. Starting off with seniors, we have 186 units of low-income senior housing, where seniors for a one-bedroom or studio apartment pay about $300 to $350 rent a month. We also operate a senior center right next to that provides crafts, activities, workshops, ping pong, pool, all sorts of things that they can do as well. Of course, because of COVID, unfortunately, the senior center is closed, but the senior housing is still going. We also have a transitional living program that provides over 4,000 nights of shelter every year. We're actually looking to expand that and adding another 8 beds to that. But what it does is it's for people that have graduated a recovery program. It requires NA and AA classes for them, and they can stay there 2 years. And we found that improves the sobriety rate after 5 years for individuals for about 30% more than other people as far as relapsing goes. We also do family services where we provide food to individuals. Usually it's about 2,000 a month, but during this COVID response, we've been up to about 4,000 individuals a month getting food assistance from the Salvation Army. To that same family service office, we offer rental assistance, utility assistance, and some car repair assistance as well to working families that are trying to stay on their feet. We also have a tutoring mentoring program that goes to 4 local schools and does that at the Salvation Army at 93 Stony Circle, where we offer individualized tutoring for children who are struggling and falling through the cracks. They're identified by their teachers and the principal as needing help to keep up with their class. We also do Double Punches boxing program, which has last summer had 101 kids involved in it. Of course, because of COVID, it's a little different this summer. But that's a wonderful program that gives kids a safe place to be. And we have emergency disaster services where we respond to fires, floods, and those type of things, serving people that are in need. So that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
I've just kind of spilled out there. But that's what we do in Santa Rosa.
That's a lot just for Santa Rosa. And I know you guys have been very helpful and supportive during both of our major fires in the last couple of years, in addition to helping now with the COVID response here in Sonoma County. So what do you find, I know that this probably changes depending on what's going on in the world, but what are some of the top needs that you find that the Salvation Army needs to help people in the community right now, besides obviously money?
Right. Well, one big thing is food insecurity, and I think that's been slowly getting better. But when this originally started, when COVID-19 started, so many people were out of work. We had to be there to respond in a quick and efficient manner. And so that's why our numbers basically doubled. We were very fortunate that we had stockpiles of peanut butter and soup and different items on hand. But we went from giving families food once a month, where we give them a basket full of food, to once a week, because families were in a pretty desperate spot as they waited for unemployment checks and those type of things to start coming in. While we still see that need happening, it's not as big as it was initially, but if people are really looking for an easy way to do something, a food drive is a fantastic way. Collecting canned foods, particularly proteins like tuna, chilies, those type of things, spaghetti, things that they would cook themselves. That's a wonderful thing to do, and it helps out a lot of families.
That's fantastic. Yes, food is always super helpful. Food drives.
Yes.
And how? What about volunteer? I mean, can you have volunteers right now in your program?
Yeah, so if people want to volunteer, we do have it where they can safely volunteer back in our family services office as far as preparing food boxes. We have gloves, we have masks. If they would want to volunteer, that certainly is an opportunity. When this initially started, we started doing home delivered meals to clients of IHSS, which is in-home support services. Basically, people in wheelchairs, blind, people who are disabled, whose caregivers, because of COVID-19, couldn't come in and care for them. we consider that an emergency disaster situation because those people needed resources. So we started doing home delivered meals. We're not doing that anymore because so many of the caregivers are back at work. But if people would like to be part of an emergency response like that, there's lots of volunteer opportunities from dropping off meals cooking meals if they have that skill set. We do ask they go through some training to be part of that, but we would love to have them be part of our team.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's why your lovely wife, Rachel, couldn't join us today because she's delivering meals, correct?
That's right. So she is delivering meals right now to homebound seniors that are at the senior housing that we have. And so she's dropping off meals and food boxes to them right now.
Oh, she's so sweet. I'm sorry to miss her. Make sure you tell her I said hi.
She is the better half of the team.
Well, you guys make a great team together. Is there anything else that you would like viewers to know, or how they can help support the Salvation Army and Sonoma County during this time?
Yeah, I think one of the big things that I would say to everybody is to remember that hope is bigger than fear. Sometimes we have this notion that in this changing world where everything seems different on a regular basis, and none of us know what tomorrow is going to look like, to grasp onto hope and to share that hope with somebody else. Whether it's helping a neighbor in need or saying a prayer for somebody, just to remind everybody that hope is so important in this time. So call up somebody that you know might be lonely and reach out to someone that might be in need, and just, share a roll of toilet paper with a neighbor that's nearby, whatever it might be, but just to remind them that hope is bigger than the fear that we might be facing.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That's really an important reminder for all of us. It's easy to get wrapped up in the
Yeah,
craziness of this time. So thanks, Major Rio, for sharing that with
thank
us
you,
and
Paige.
reminding us. Well, again, it was really lovely having you here today. I appreciate you sharing some information. If people want to donate, they can phone you. They can go on your website and and all donations stay local in Santa Rosa. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So their money will all support all of our local programs and families in need here in Sonoma County. So again,
Absolutely.
great. And
I was
then go
going
on
to
your
say,
website.
they can go to our website, and if there's an area that they're particularly like, I want this to go to senior housing, or I want this to go to food for individuals in need, or youth, whatever it might be, just mark that and we'll make sure to honor that request and keep that in that area as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Well, it's been really wonderful talking to you. Thank you again. And thanks for all you do to help our community. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Paige.
Have a
God bless
great,
everyone.
thank you. Have a great day, Rio.
Bye.
Bye.